17 players, 8 faithfuls down, and 1 traitor caught. Will the faithfuls catch another traitor, or will the traitors continue to sneak on by? Let's find out on this episode of JSR The Traitors. Welcome, traitors. You're one short this time around. How do we feel?
Carson kept talking. I wanted to throw a brick at him. I was like, shut up.
No, that was when I messaged you and I was like, nah, we're done, right? Like,
I'm like, Carson's done for. I'm still going to vote the way I said I was going to vote because I had already said it out loud. But I was like, Carson, baby, you are done for. You are gone. You are out of here. Gone.
Okay, so they got Carson, but baby wouldn't stop talking. So Carson helped them get him. Like, sometimes you just got to stop talking. Gone.
But I gave him the groundwork to have a vote.
I feel like, you know, I had to stick with the whole Nick thing. So.
Right, and I had already said I was voting Javen or supporting Javen, so I was like willing to be wrong and be like, well, let's get him back to back. I feel like it's coming. So that was like my thing to lead into this round and be like, we could do 2-2, you know? So it's like still off us because I'm like, Lord knows.
But listen, do you think we're gonna catch heat because we didn't vote for Carson?
No, because we both gave a reason. You gave your reason long before the heat got on Carson. And we were in our room talking about doing Jendaya the whole time. And Javen completely understands it. That's why I'm like, I don't care if they give it, they don't know me, baby. I'll give them heat right back. The bigger sus is gonna go to Javon and Jendaya and let them fight it out. You're gonna have to let her go because I think she's gonna get the thing and they're gonna realize she's faithful, but we at least can have the numbers. But the only people eligible to kill are me and you. Oh,
me, you,
Jen, Javen, Leek, and Norris. I forgot about Norris. So we kill Norris.
JV, oh my God. Norris and who? Leek. Okay, why not kill Leek?
I was thinking Leek, but I feel like Norris is a spearhead of pushing more. Leek isn't gonna push as much. So if Nick is really gonna turn on you and talks Norris into it, that is not good.
I feel like Norris might be a good consideration for people as one of the traitors because he pushes so hard all the time.
No, Norris just got Carson. Like, they're gonna be good with Norris. Norris is now gonna be off the table. Nobody's gonna suspect Norris. I think that's like the main reason why. And they won't know who it is because they're gonna be like, oh, you just got a traitor, of course it's you. But they, for the same reason we killed those early people, they're not gonna have a reason why. We gotta do it.
Oh gosh, I feel like we should kill Leek. You're worried that Norris is gonna start pushing me and you?
They easily can if they like catch it, and you can see what they did with Carson. They'll like keep it going. Leek isn't doing that. Leek will say their piece and let it go.
I feel like Norris is in my corner though.
In your corner, but not in my corner. It's the game. You gotta play.
Oh my God, but wait, Nick, I want to kill him. He's so annoying.
Stop letting him get a shield. He is so happy.
So annoying.
It's getting dicey, y'all. Getting real, real dicey. And I'm gonna have to win a shield so that Nick don't get it, because Nick also has to die if we want to get justice safe, because we both need to be safe, because Nick is after justice. And if anything, let them get justice first. And, you know, I don't want to have to vote for justice either, but at some point I'm gonna have to vote for a traitor, or else they're really gonna get me. So that might be a vote I have to do. We'll see.
I was trying to see if people push his name last round. That's why I was like, Jendaya, who else do you think? And then like, here comes Jendaya texting me. Well, I also think Nick, but I don't want to say it right now. I'm like, girl, say it, because then I won't say you.
Wait, what if we did Jendaya though?
Who did they kill? Let's find out now at breakfast. All right. Nick and Justice, you guys are the first to breakfast. You survived the night. Nick, no surprise, you had your shield. So, Justice, congratulations. Do you have any guesses for who might be burner?
I'm just happy I'm here with my bestie, so glad we survived.
I hate him. He's making me so mad. I'm gonna still continue on my crusade to get him out. I think we're gonna say goodbye to Leek.
Okay. All right, let's bring in the next people. Congratulations. You did survive the night, Javen and Marissa. You guys are here. You did not get murdered. Any guesses on who it may be?
Keisha. She dying.
Okay. So the people left, we have Norris, Keisha, Leek, and Jendea. Let's let in the next people. All right.
Yes,
Keisha
baby, I
and
thought you were
Jendea,
there.
welcome. You guys did survive the night. You were not murdered. So welcome back to the game. Final 7. It's either going to be Norris or Leek. Any final guesses before I let them in?
Maybe Lee.
Like I said earlier,
I feel like I can see Leak dying, but
Yeah.
he ain't gonna bring that.
I can see it.
I could see it. You know what Leak is really. You know what I mean? Like, let me know. I just see what's happening.
Well, our final member of the final 7, please give a warm welcome to Leek. Leek, you survived. You did not get murdered.
Norris is catching.
Well.
Jendea, why would you ever kill Norris
Wow,
like
Leak.
that?
Wow,
Come
on,
that's
Leek.
crazy. That's crazy.
Leak, you're last.
Who?
Who got murdered?
Jendea, Norris.
Norris was murdered.
Killed Norris.
Norris was murdered by Javen.
All I'm
Christ.
saying is,
That's
Jendea
crazy.
is loud as hell now. This is the Jendea I know. Jendea is loud as hell now. She never been loud. This is the
I have to
loudest
get
she been today.
myself. You gonna get laughing.
My
at
baby
this,
girl
huh?
got a bass on her voice now. She is here. She is playing this game.
Get
They killed Norris because Norris was piecing it together. Norris got Carson's ass.
Norris was calling you out.
Let's see what happened last night when Norris was murdered. Norris. Welcome, Norris.
Hello. Yes,
So unfortunately,
I know.
by the order of the traitors, you have been murdered.
Yes.
So, do you have any final thoughts? Do you think you know who it is?
Yeah, I knew this was coming. I kind of like was like, maybe I should put out a name before we go to sleep. But I definitely think, is it Javen? Yeah, I definitely think they're one of them, just because the whole like redirecting from Carson, wanting us to not vote out a traitor. But I also think that Keisha's a traitor. You know, it makes sense, like happy birthday, all of that. And also the fact that Keisha, Javen, and Carson all voted out Jendea. That to me was like a confirmation of what I've been suspecting. I could be wrong, I don't know. But it's been real. Thank y'all.
We love having you.
Great to come back.
You were a great faithful to have this season.
Yes, I was like, if I gotta go, I gotta at least get one of them.
Guys, you are creeping up on the finale. Let me tell you, you are very close to the finale. So, our next mission, this is an improv comp. We will go in random order. I have the bot in my server that will pick randomized 3 words. You will have those 3 words and you will have to speak for 1 minute and make a coherent story. A coherent story is an improv comp. So you have to connect those 3 words. You have to bring entertainment. You have to connect them together, and you have to be able to adapt and just make the story flow. It'll be 3 judges, of course, me, Carlos, and Emily. We are rating on those 3 categories I just gave you: creativity, connectivity, and adaptability. So we will give you a final score of 1 through 10 and average our 3 scores. The person with the highest score will be the one and only shield for the night. All right, so Marissa, you are up first. I'm gonna show you your 3 words now. So the first word is yodel. The second word is flame.
Okay.
Third word is pancake.
So I was in my mansion, of course, eating my pancakes,
Come on.
savoring them, devouring them, until I heard a blood-curdling yodel. This was so high-pitched and so intense, it made me stop on the last bite and my pancakes, which, as I stated before, I was enjoying. I was devouring them to every last bite, except that last bite until I heard that yodel. When I heard that yodel, I had to go outside, but I couldn't forget my flamethrower because I had to kill whoever was yodeling like that and whoever stopped me from enjoying my pancakes. So I brought my flamethrower with me. I walked out the garage. I opened the garage door first. I walked out the garage. I got my keys. I went into my car. I put the keys in the ignition. I turned the keys in the ignition. I put the car in reverse. I pressed the gas, and I run over who was yodeling. And I didn't have to use my flamethrower, but I brought it just in case.
All right, the end.
Thank
All
you.
right. All right, so Keisha, your words are now going to be revealed in the live chat. Your first word is hula hoop. Your second word is squirrel. And your third word is yodel again. Yodel makes a return. All right, so your time begins in 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, so I went on vacation to Hawaii and I had so much fun. And I entered this hula hoop competition where, y'all, I was slaying up and down, baby. I did the hula hoop for so many rounds. I got to the final round, and out of nowhere, in the middle of Hawaii, of all things, this squirrel comes out of this tree, and this was a humongous, like, Chicago type squirrel. It came, got into my feet, made me fall. I dropped the hula hoop and tumbled over. Yo, I screamed so loud. The people all the way on the other island thought I was yodeling, baby. All the people around was a yodel, and they all came running to hear it and hear what was going on. They came out their mansions and everything because they heard the yodel. And lo and behold, it was my dumb butt who had fell over because I was trying to hula hoop in the little circle thing, and it tripped me because of the squirrel. And there I go. I lost the finals, but I was still the finest one, looking good, doing my thing, dancing my hips, rolling it around, doing everything. You know how it is.
And that's time. That's time. Okay, the next person up is going to be Leek. Leek, your words are going to be kite, antelope, and pogo stick.
So I was outside minding my fucking business, just flying my kite around, and I'm just chilling, just relaxing, just like I said, minding my business. And then, what you call it, an antelope, just come out of nowhere. So everybody knows I'm scared of any wild animals, whatever it is, I'm scared. So my fat ass jumps on a pogo stick and try to run. And I've never been on a pogo stick before, so that's my first time. So I'm jumping on the pogo stick, trying to get out of there, trying to get the hell away so I do not get killed. But my fat ass do not know how to use a pogo stick. So antelope, baby, is getting me. And I'm about to just lay down and die because I can't run. That's all.
Justice, your words will be taxi, coconut, and scissors.
Hey, yo, taxi! Taxi, over here! I got this heavy coconut! I need a ride! Over here! Oh! My coconut! Oh, my coconut! Spilled all over the road! Oh my god! Where are those scissors that I brought? Johnny! Bring the scissors! I'm waiting for the taxi! I gotta cut my tongue off because I'm talking too loud. And I'll never get a taxi this way. I should just pull out my cell phone and call an Uber. The end.
Nick, your words are going to be mall, jello, and rain.
All right, so one day I finally decided to just quit Discord altogether, quit all these word games. I decided I actually needed to get out, get some fresh air, touch some grass. I feel like we all could relate. But I really needed to go to the mall and just run some errands, grab a few things. But I didn't realize they actually didn't have anything I was looking for except for a little pool that I needed because I was gonna make a giant pool of Jell-O. So basically, once I went to the mall, got my pool, headed back to my house, poured all that Jell-O powder or whatever mix into my little tub. And thankfully the rain came, made my Jell-O all together. And then that's when I decided that I was gonna become a professional Jell-O wrestler. And the end. That's all I got.
Jendaya, you are up next. Your words are going to be thunder, mango, and pirates.
Okay, so y'all know I live in the Caribbean, so I decided to take a little Caribbean cruise, you know. So I'm out on the deck, and it's a little cloudy, but I'm like, okay, there's no way the rain is going to fall. I'm still there sitting, eating my mango in the nice sun, when all of a sudden, the rain starts pouring down. Thunder, lightning, everything. Everyone has to run inside. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? When all of a sudden, the boat starts to rock, starts to shake. And I'm like, but can't be the weather. It can't be the weather moving the boat like that. When I turn my head, in 2024, who am I to see? Pirates. Pirates trying to come across this cruise ship and trying to like steal all the fruit in the cruise ship. I was so gagged. I was like, how could this be happening right now? Pirates on a Caribbean cruise? I was like, this must be Pirates of the Caribbean. But anyways, I ignored that. I went back inside to try and find another mango. But because everyone was like really stressed out of all the pirates and stuff like that, I couldn't.
All right, time. Our last person, Javen. Javen, your words will be middle school, muffin, and flip-flop.
It was a sunny night in 2004, and you know, my older brother, was in middle school, and he was telling me about this story. About how he was fucking bullied because he loved muffins, and they would throw muffins at his fucking black ass. And it was horrible to watch because what the fuck would you do that shit? And I would always question why they did that. We didn't know why, but one thing we know is that his love for muffins still remained. You know, my mom never supported the love for the fucking muffins. So one day, she had her flip-flops loud as fuck, walking down our fucking hallway from our school. And she slapped my older brother with her flip-flop because of his obsession with muffins.
And that is time.
Baby, you know, good way you wanted to say chancla.
That was so high. My God, I went places. I was invested.
It's based on a true story.
That was a chancla. That wasn't a flip flop.
It was a chancla.
All right, so I will reveal the scores in order from least to greatest. You guys overall did great. We all got some interesting stories out of you, but unfortunately, last place with 14 points out of 30 is going to be Leap. Next, we have 16 points. Started off strong, but a little bit of a weak ending. Unfortunately, that goes to Nick. Next, we have 18. You know, you started off this whole thing. You were the first story. Not bad. Still good, but just not the best. So that goes to Marissa. Next, every score after this is in the 20s. So the next highest score is actually 23, and that is a tie for two people. The people with 23 were actually Jendaya and Justice. So that leaves both Javen and Keisha in the final two for this shield. The score was 28 to 24. The person with the shield this round is Javen.
I love to see another day, goddammit!
It is now time for the round table, where they'll be voting out the fifth banishment.
Okay, I'll start off. Me and Carson hit off the minute we got onto the Zoom, And I started realizing that, okay, he's keeping me alive. I felt like Carson was a very obvious traitor. One thing he brought up at the first round, like 10 minutes when we got into the Zoom, I've never met Carson. I don't even know his last fucking name. He mentioned the idea of me and Danny like being very close. How would he know that? He's not from the Instagram community. He doesn't know me. He doesn't know Danny. How would he know that me and Danny are very close? So it makes me wonder, Jandea knows me and Danny are very, very, very close. So she would probably bring that up and probably mention the fact that, yeah, Danny and Javen are very close. We should either use that or fuck that up.
So Javen, in the Traitors discussion with Carson, when I was in the Traitors room with Carson, I said, yeah, Javen and Danny are a legit duo. They're working together. I said, we need to keep them together. We need to get them to make it to the end because they're going to be my shield.
No, I think you just mentioned the fact, like, okay, if you're mentioning connections, you're going to mention the fact that we're close.
So now that we got the delusions out of the way, the things that are incorrect, that are non-existent, that only exist in Javen's mind, let me speak up on this. Javen, you and Danny do not hide your relationship. Even here, you said, oh, Danny, I'm going to fight for Danny. Danny is my boy. Danny is my man. Danny is...
But at the round table of the second time that he was already curious is when I brought that out. Carson mentioned me and Danny's bond at the first 10 minutes, which I never mentioned about Danny. I mean, people in here, speak up. Did y'all know that me and Danny was close before?
I didn't know.
I didn't know. I don't know nobody.
Why would I even say, oh yeah, Javen and Danny are close? Like, why would I even care about you being close?
Why would Carson come up to me and say, I really like you and Danny? Like, why? You know what I mean? It's like he wants us for me. He's using that.
You're asking me like if I have the answers. So first of all, I have no how Carson would know that. I don't even care why Carson would know that. I don't even care why Carson clear my name and make sure that you all know I am not a traitor. Okay, that's the first thing I want to say. Firstly, Javen said something last round that really made me think. It really made me think. It's like, because he said, okay, he's a logical player. He said, and I'm going with the logic. We need to keep the traitor that we know for sure and get out somebody who we don't know is a traitor. Last round was like, what, final 9, final 8? Why would you keep a traitor? There will be 3 traitors and 6 people in the game. That made no sense. That's the first thing. So if a logical player says something not logical,
okay, well, this brings up to why I probably made it. I already knew that you was going to bring that point up, which is why I made it past this breakfast. Because you obviously wasn't going to kill my ass. Because they're going to be like, okay, Jandea obviously killed him. You knew what she was going to bring up. You was going to bring up that logic. The only reason why I was saying that, Carson was an obvious traitor. It is true. I mean, I didn't lie.
This is so tired. This is so tired.
This is tired.
Okay, I'll stop. Anybody else want to bring up anybody else?
Like, David, you're protected. Like, just leave her.
Okay, I'll stop. And just just watch how people move it.
We all know it's Nick.
Because I'm about to say, y'all just gave Nick an invite to the cookout. It's time to take that invite back. Nick,
come on.
I've been sitting on it. Like these murders, it's like some people told me they get murdered. It's Nick, so it's Nick. I know y'all trying to focus on Jandea, but she can't be the only focus. It has to be Nick. It's time to take that cookout invite back because he is playing all of them. Yes, revoke.
I guess since I'm being accused, then I will kind of give my opinions on what I think. I will say, coming into this, yes, I knew Carson, but from the very beginning, I will say Carson was like telling me, hey, we need to stick with Javen. We need to stick with Javen. Javen's like the one that we need to stick with. And so like, I've just kind of been like, cool, that's fine. But now my red flag is up because I didn't know why Carson was trying so hard on Javen because I just didn't know like his reasoning other than he was saying, oh, he's cool. And so that was like, that's my only logic right now is for Javen.
I'm laughing because I didn't think that there would be a time where I'm really thinking like y'all would think that I'm a traitor. Like I'm actually laughing because there's just no way. Like I was saying Carson was a traitor. I made that known. When Norris asked, I raised my hand. Why would I throw him under the fucking bus? I'm a faithful 1,000%. I've been vocal. I've been very vocal. I'm the only one that has been throwing people out there that's been very quiet. Jendea's very quiet. I'm not gonna lie. There is people here that has defended Jendea. Not too sure about Justice. She's been keeping it real cute, a little too cute. And that's just my opinion. I think it's Jendea. For now.
So I just
For
want
now.
to insert here something else that happened last round, literally right before Jendea's name got thrown out. Like literally while it was happening, Jendea was sending me a chat going, "We haven't talked. I think we should be close," and asking who else I was close to be like a close number. And I'm like, this isn't a Survivor. This isn't an alliance game. And I'm like, we're getting down to smaller numbers. Like, why are we trying to like pull people on side and things like that and make it alliances when this is not an alliance game? If you're faithful, you're trying to get traitors out and you're willing to speak up.
This round table, they're trying to jump me. Why? All I do is mind my business and stay pretty. Like, I don't know.
Which is why my question to Jendea last round when they said jumped on the Carson train, which luckily was right, was okay, but who else? Because if you're a traitor jumping on the traitor train with another traitor because you know you're gonna look right, you got to be willing to say somebody else out loud so we can all like discuss it. And the name that she gave me was Nick. I don't know if that was a true name or that was just the name that she gave me in the chat to appease me so I wouldn't like say something else. But that was the name that I was given, and why that wasn't put out last round when that name was already out there in terms of the discussion. If that was really, in my opinion, I'm a faithful. If I have suspicions, I want to bring it up so we can all discuss it. That person can defend themselves, so I can either be like, oh, okay, thanks, that made sense based on the thing that I suspected you off of. I don't think it's you, but not withhold information, hide information, and then vote for who probably is their own traitor that they know is a traitor and make themselves look good that round, which is what I felt like was happening. That's my 2 cents.
I also want to bring up the fact that Justice said that Justice said that me, Nick, and Carson is a trio. Justice has been holding down for Jendea, so pay attention to that. There's 2 traitors, and Justice has always defended Jendea every single time.
I'm loyal. That is my game.
And you're a loyal traitor. You're gonna keep you
Let me speak. Why is it when 2 black women are united in their same culture and stuff, we have a problem with that? Let's leave that as it is.
We're not gonna do that, bitch. I'm black as hell. We're not gonna do that. We are not gonna do that. We are not gonna do that.
Remember this?
Let me speak on what Miss Keisha said. Now, Miss Keisha, last round, you agreed with Javen so quick, rather too quickly, in my opinion.
It wasn't quick. We had a whole discussion about it in a breakout room.
The stuff I said. I let you speak. Could you let me speak? Thank you so much. As I was saying, I messaged you and I was like, hey, I have not spoken to you. Who do you think? What are your views on this stuff? I truthfully said, I think it was Nick. Nick being suspicious made sense to me. And then as soon as I told you that, Javen started saying, oh, it's Jendea. And instead of like responding to me or whatever, you immediately jumped on Javen and was like, oh yeah, it's Jendea. What Javen is saying is logical. So now I'm trying to think, okay, so you thought what Javen said about us not voting Carson, who was the traitor out, is logical. So that's mistake number 1, because that's actually illogical. And now you're hopping up on the Javen train with these false narratives and this kind of trying to make things matter, like make things sound like if they're making sense, but they're not. You're using these big words like, oh yeah, Jendea did this, Jendea was like doing this, she's sneaky, she's this and this and this, trying to make it sound like if I am those things when I'm not. Just because you say things with a smile or you say things and trying to sound smart saying them does not mean that is the truth. And I'm telling you right now, it is not the truth. I am not a traitor. And you know what? If you'll vote me out after this and you'll see that I'm not the traitor, I'm going to laugh at you and I'm going to pray the traitor kills either Keisha or Javen, because those are 2 clowns, in my opinion. You're being clowns. I'm seeing clown emojis popping up on my screen right now. And that's all I have to say about that, okay? But you know what? This round, I think I am going to vote for Keisha just because I think Keisha and Javen probably are working together and are probably traitors. I think statistically, one of us girls must be a traitor. Mama Keisha, I'm sorry, but everything you've been saying has not been making sense to me these past few rounds. So it's you. It's you and Javen, and that's what I'm sticking with. Period.
No, and it doesn't make sense now because I pointed out facts about a conversation that you had with me. You gave the wrong chronological order, but all I did was point out the facts. I didn't call you names. I didn't call you a clown. I literally stated the interaction I had, because that's what we have to do as faithfuls, so that we all have the same information to come to the conclusion about who is a traitor. And that's what we have to do.
I told you in DMs, my personal opinions, and I said out
right, and I let everybody know
that. Say it was Nick, because if Nick was a traitor and I was killed, I would have felt dumb for saying his name out loud. So I told you it's privately, and now you're using our private conversation where I didn't even do anything wrong.
Right, because traitors want things to be private. Faithfuls want us all to win and get the traitors out. There's no reason for me to keep information private or a secret, because for me, I want to make sure that everybody understands what information is out there so that we can get the traitors out. And if you're not a traitor, then you will defend it well and be able to tell us so that we know who is. But you're not doing that. You're just trying to turn it back on me because you don't like that I pointed out the fact. And so for some reason, if you tell me what I did, if you say what I said in the room, I'm not going to be upset about it. I'm going to be like, yep, I said that because I'm faithful. But if you're a traitor and you're upset that you're keeping secrets, that's the problem.
I just want to say this one thing. I did state that I think you and Javen were clowns. I don't think that's being calling. I think that's just, as you said before, you were stating facts. I just think that is my facts right now. Because I am a faithful, and I'm not going to defend myself anymore after this. You all could analyze and use what God gave you all up here and see who is actually being snaky and who is being suspicious. We can't vote Javen out right now because he strategically won this round after not being able to win anything. But I'm not going to speak about that. I'm going to stay quiet now. I'm a faithful. If you'll vote me out, that's on you all.
Tonight, we will start off with Javen.
So I have voted for Jendea. You know, if she is a faithful, maybe there's still a game that needs to be played.
Next, we will go to Leek.
My vote is for Nick. Your cookout invite is revoked, my brother. With an ER, not a brother.
Next, we will go to Jendea.
I don't think you can see it properly on the page, but I'm voting on Miss Keisha.
Keisha, you are up next.
Yeah, I gave my reasons. They weren't explained away. My vote is Jendea.
Marissa, you're up next.
Honestly, I think this person is a little too charming. I don't know. Sorry, Nick. I think it's you.
Oh.
Next, we're going to go to Justice. All right, so that is one for Javen. And then we're going to head to Nick.
I'm so sorry, but I'm in survival mode right now, Jendea.
All right. So by a vote of 3-2 to 1-1, Jendea, you have been banished from the game. Now, before you leave, please give us your final words as well as reveal your role.
Everything I said, I stand by. For my final words, I'll just like to say, you know, Javen, you are clown number 1. Keisha, you are clown number 2. I was a faithful. I'll die a faithful. I'm remaining a faithful. So y'all just put a knife in your own back. If Javen is a traitor, you know what? You owe me nitro. Keisha, if you're a traitor, you owe me nitro. Nick, if you're a traitor, you owe me nitro. You know what? I'm sending love to Marissa, Leek, and Justice. You'll win this game. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
We still got traitors up in here.
Why would y'all vote out?
Final 6, and we have, you know,
Nick, don't kill me.
2 traitors.
Don't kill me.
Please, Nick, don't kill me.
Kill me.
Don't kill me. I want to make it to the end.
All right, absolutely, guys. It was really nice meeting you all. Please.
No, it was so nice meeting everybody, but don't kill me, please.
And for the record, Javen does have a shield for tonight. So Javen is the only person guaranteed finale at this portion, or at this time. So everyone, we'll see you in a little bit. Good luck to the final 5 that make it.
Well, this is me. I got voted out. Thanks to clown number 1 and clown number 2, Javen and Keisha. Yeah, I really hope they're traitors, because if they're faithfuls, they're just dumb. Dumb, I say. Dumb. And don't let me get started on Nick. This is why I don't work with Nick in games. This is why I don't work with Nick in games. I try to help him, and what does he do? He votes for me to protect himself. I hope the traitors kill him. I hope they kill him next. I hope he's dead.
So clearly I made a big mistake sending Jendea home. She was a faithful, but there is still a game that needs to be played, and I still think that Justice is a traitor. You know, I have to figure out how can I do this because it's gonna be a hard time surviving here.
So, Zendaya got voted out, and my vote was for Nick. I was aiming for Nick because I think Nick is a traitor, but I also think Jay is a traitor too. I told you keep this shit in my mind, boy. Them two are traitors.
I hate every second of this. This game stresses me out completely. It's tough. I feel like I'm like shaking right now. I feel so bad. Jen, I'm so sorry. I know you were trying to get me to vote Miss Keisha with you, but it just came down to a numbers thing. At least I'm finally here. I'm a faithful, true and true. I feel like I'm either about to get killed, but since a lot of people think I'm one of the traitors, that I may stay and just get voted out immediately. But it's not looking good for me. Nick Riders, we're struggling.
The final murder and the finale take place on the next episode of JSR The Traitors.